Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you a very exciting product that I received from Influenster.com, and I'm pretty shocked at what I got. If you guys are not familiar with Influenster, basically what it is, it's an app where you can submit reviews, and in exchange you are able to get little Vox boxes, which are like filled with makeup, any type of category that you're into. So it's not just makeup, they do have like hair care, skincare, makeup, and like food, and like everything you can think of. It's just based off of reviews, and not everybody gets it, but it's a fun way to get free stuff, you know, just why not? It's free. And so I'll leave it all down below for you guys. I've been on this app for about 4 years now, and I've received probably about like 10 to 15 Vox boxes within that time. So it's not a lot, but you know, you get what you get, and I'm very happy with what I got today. So if you guys are interested to see what I got, then just keep on watching. So again, this was sent to me from Influenster, and the thing that I received, Pat McGrath Lab's new eyeshadow palette that just came out. This is the Midnight Sun, and can we just like talk about this packaging? I am living for it. So I apologize about my ring light, but I am recording in the dark. So here is what it looks like. Oh my gosh. So yeah, and it says Influencer right here as well. When I saw this like in my email saying that's gonna be coming out to me, I was like, oh my god, because I've never tried Pat McGrath before, and I would never purchase this palette honestly because it's so freaking expensive. But I just wanted to come on here and kind of show you just in case, you know, the holidays are coming up. So if you guys want to see what this palette looks like, I'll show you. So this is what it looks like when you open it up. I kind of already took it out of its original packaging, but it does come in this beautiful, beautiful packaging. This cute little box. So the palette is inside this box. I already took it out though, but it's just so cute and detailed, and it does have a little string so you can kind of close it and open it up. And it just looks like that. It also has the shade names in there as well, so I thought that was really cool. But holy moly, I've never owned or even got anything this luxurious in my life. This is what the palette looks like. It's a nice, sleek, black palette. In the back, it kind of has like a little mirror image, but it's just gold. But it's so heavy, like, whoa. I'm just still shocked, but I know you guys just want to see what the eyeshadows look like. And that's what they look like. Hopefully my lighting is picking it up. Super gorgeous. I've never tried Pat McGrath before, but it does come with 10 shades, and this palette does retail for $125, which is very, very expensive. So I'm going to show some swatches for you guys as well, show you how the pigmentation looks, and we're just going to create a nice eye look with this. So yeah. Just, oh my god. Thank you once again to Influenster. If you guys really want to sign up and try to get some Vox boxes, like I said, I'll leave it down below. It's super, super easy, but I just can't get over this packaging. It's so, so cute. It's supposed to be a very highly pigmented palette, so let's do some swatches. And also, I just want to say I apologize for not being on YouTube the past couple weeks. I just kind of lost my inspiration for a little bit. Also, I was very busy, and also it was my birthday just passed, so you know, I was just very, very occupied. But don't worry guys, I have a bunch in store for you. I also am waiting on all my things I ordered for my birthday to show up to my house, so stay on the lookout for a nice humongous haul. So excited for it. Alright guys, so this is the first row. So starting with this color right here, we have the shade Skin Show Moon Glow, Bronze Eclipse, Vermilion Venom, Blood Moon 005, and Jubilee. So those are the first swatches I have for you. These two shades right here felt really gritty on my fingers. I think it's supposed to be a glitter. So these are like glitter toppers in my opinion. You do have one matte shade, and then you got some nice little shimmer shades over here. And this is our second row. So starting with the darkest shade, we have the shade Extreme Dusk, Taboo, Wicked Envy, Blitz Violet Orchid, and Astral Solstice. And with this row, you do get two matte shades. These seem very, very nice and pigmented, and I absolutely love this green shade. Purple and this one Again, they kind of do feel a little gritty. This one is definitely a glitter, but they're still very pretty. And I don't want to base it off of swatches. It all matters on how it looks on the eyes, but this is what it looks like. So far I am impressed, but for $125, that just seems a little excessive in my opinion. So we're gonna play around with it on the eyes. I do also want to mention the thing I am not loving so far about this palette is there is no shade names. And there is nothing on the back either. It did come with this piece of paper that shows the shades for me. I don't know how that's supposed to help me out in any way, so that's another downer. I'm not sure if you're supposed to like put it on the back or something because it does not fit, but just as a heads up, it does not show the names in the palette. So with that being said, let's come up with an awesome eye look, and yeah. Alright guys, so just jumping into the palette, let's get started on our eyes. And like I said, there is only 3 matte shades in this palette, which is not the greatest, but they are very nice neutral shades, so it is workable. So I'm going to start off with a crease brush. This is the Lexi 205 Tapering Blending Brush. And the first shade I'm going to dive into, again, this is why I hate that it doesn't have names. I have to look at this card. So the first shade I'm going to go into is this brown right here. This one is in the shade Taboo. We are going to use this and blend it into the crease. Does look like a nice shade, but I am having a little trouble blending it out. I don't know if you guys are noticing that, but I am. Alright, we'll just keep playing. I'm really just blowing it out because I do like my brown shades, especially now that it's fall time. It's going to be all about the brown shades and the nice dark tones. But that is a nice brown shade. It's very pigmented, but I just did have a little bit of trouble blending it out. And I'm not going to go like a crazy look. This is more of like a first impressions on this palette, so I really want to use the shades that I normally would wear on an everyday basis. This is a very pretty palette for like the fall time, I would say. You do have a lot of dark neutral tones and a few pops of color over here. And you would expect for like $125, you want it to work amazingly. Keep in mind I do have dry skin, so it is holding up pretty well on the dry skin. It's not accentuating my patches too bad. I think the next shade I want to go into is another matte shade. It's this nice like brick red color. This one is in the shade Vermilion Venom. And I'm just going in with this MAC Studio brush. I got this at like Marshall's years ago, but it's just like a nice tapered flat brush. I really want to pack it on to the inner and outer corner. Let's see how that looks. Ooh, I really do like this shade. I am noticing it is a very buildable palette so far. It doesn't come off super pigmented, at least for me, in my opinion. Which I don't mind because you can actually build it up and take your time. So I do like that. And this color is blending out really, really nicely. I think I just want to leave it on this side. I don't think I want to put it in the inner corner. I want to play with as much shadows as I can, but that's what that shade looks like, and I think that's really, really pretty. The next shade I really want to dive into is this nice green right here. This one right here is in the shade Wicked Envy, and this one is the one that really grabbed my attention on this palette. I'm going to go in with a ColourPop E3 brush. It's just a nice little flat brush. I want to put that in the center of my lid. This one is probably my favorite shade out of the whole palette. Very nice, buttery and creamy, and it is applying very nicely onto the lid. Ooh. I am just focusing that on the middle part of my eye, kind of blending it into that brick reddish brown shade that we put down. I'm sure if you apply these wet, it's gonna pop out even more, but just from this, it looks awesome. The next shade I really wanna go into is another good one. This one is another one that looks like my favorite. This one is in the shade Bronze Eclipse, and I'm just gonna apply that to the remainder of my eye. I'm pretty much just gonna use the other side of this brush that I just used and just use it. I accidentally dipped into the wrong shade, so I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna go into the shade Bronze Eclipse, and I'm just gonna apply it on top of the shade that we just used. God, this is what happens when you don't do makeup videos for like 2 weeks. I just forget. Apply it in the inner corner. There we go. That's the color I was looking for. This is kind of giving me like fall leaves vibes. Yeah. And go back into that green shade and just revamp it up since we are layering them pretty much. I want it to have like a nice gradient effect. You know what I want to do is I want to apply it wet. So I'm going to spray any type of setting spray using my Smashbox primer water. Let's see if that intensifies it anymore. Okay, yeah, it does. Cool. Let's do that. Coming back into that bronze shade. Just gonna darken it up a little bit. Very easy eye look to achieve. Liking it so far. And then I'm going to go back in to that brick red shade, which is in the shade Vermilion Venom. This one right here. And I'm going to go back in with a crease brush, the same one I used earlier. And I'm just going to darken up that area. I really do like that shade. So that's what the eyes are looking like so far. I also want to do a brow bone highlight. And for that, I want to use the shade Skin Show Moon Glow, which is this one right here. I'm just going to apply that to my brow bone just to give us a little oomph. A very pretty brow bone highlight. But again, for $125, I don't know if I would purchase this, honestly. Maybe I just have to look more into the formula and how it works, but just first impressions, guys, I want to be honest with you. I just don't think it's worth $125, in my opinion, but it did come out beautifully. Now, I am just going to do the rest of my face as well as my eyelashes and the bottom lash line. This is just pretty much what we're working with, and I'm just going to do the same thing I did on top to the bottom. So yeah, I will be right back and give you guys my final thoughts. Alright you guys, I am back. I didn't put any fake lashes on today just because I am just honestly going to take this off because it is pretty late. But I wanted to show you the final look that I came up with. Kind of wanted to keep it fall vibey. The only difference I did is I did add some shimmer into my inner corners, and the shade I used for that was this one right here. Hopefully it's really showing. It's a nice like champagne color, which I really did like. But yeah, this is what the eyes are looking like. And I know I did more of the neutral tones. I don't know, I just love my neutrals. So I'm really happy that this palette does have that. However, overall, would I spend $125 for this palette? Absolutely not. Maybe I do need to play with it a little bit more. Maybe I'm not using it correctly. This is my first time with the Pat McGrath shadows, but for $125, again, you get 10 shades, so that's pretty much $12.50 per eyeshadow. And I don't know, I just wasn't that much in love with it. It did create a very nice, pretty look, but I feel like I can do that with any other palette that I have on the neutral side. As for the glitters, I know I didn't use any today on my eye look. I wasn't feeling it, honestly. Swatched beautifully, but I don't know. That's something I'm going to have to play with because it's a really weird texture. I don't know how to explain it, but I did really enjoy the matte shades, especially that nice brick red that we use on the outer corner. So yeah, I kind of want to show you guys my eyes up close, and I know it looks really gross because I have really dry skin, but I really want to show you what it looks like. Like, that's what it looks like. I think it came out really pretty. I do like all the shades that I did use on my lid. That first shade I used, that brown transition shade, was a hot mess, but it turned out nicely. It was just hard to blend at first. But with the other shades that I used, it was perfectly fine. But again, it's not wowing me to spend $125 for this palette. I mean, I'm happy to have this in my collection. Can't wait. So nice and luxurious, and you know, the packaging is absolutely beautiful. But again, if you're gonna spend $125, the least you can do for a palette is leave the names on it. I think, in my opinion, right? Am I right? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, again, it did create a very nice, beautiful look, but I feel like I can do that with any other palette. But I am very thankful for Influenster for sending this out to me to test out, because with this, I can show you guys what my thoughts are and just really give an honest opinion, because they do send these out, I don't want to say to us normal people, but you know, when we see influencers online, you know, just boasting like products up and then it turns out to be a flop, like I want to be honest and just really put that out there. Yeah, this is probably a no for me, but I do want to play with it some more. Like I said, I do want to play with it some more. Very beautiful shades, and you know, who knows, maybe I am just using it wrong and I don't want to have the Pat McGrath cult coming after me. So again, you know, that's just my final thoughts. But yeah, I really am in love with the fall vibey look that we got going. You know, I did the rest of my face off camera, but I do plan on doing a lot of videos coming up. I want to do drugstore, a lot of drugstore videos, because that's typically what I love is drugstores. You guys know this. I love to coupon. Also, you know, I don't know, I just been losing inspiration and I just need to get it back, but you know. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching this video. Enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, if you guys are interested in seeing some more But anyways guys, I appreciate you all. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!